Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a audio commentary on one of my games here on, you know what, I think this is Centaur Grove. I forgot the name of the map. I'll make sure that it had the right description on the YouTube webpage. Anyways, this is a 2v2 matchup that happened on usWest. My partner is going to be Orc145626. I'm sure if you've been watching my replays, I did have a 1v1 with him. He is one of my clan members, and I enjoy playing with him a lot. And here we have me spawning in the blue, doing the standard altar farms barracks build. Meanwhile, my partner is going to be going altar burrow barracks. Our opponents are exactly our same exact mirror. It is going to be orc and human as well. Both players going exactly the same thing, except it looks as though the orc player is going to be going a voodoo lounge instead of the early barracks. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to scout to the north hand position. Now, I'm not very familiar with this map, but after watching this replay, I noticed that these two goblin merchant shops are very important in this matchup. The merchant shops, they drop a permanent sea reward similar to Turtle Rock, and the more I look at this map, the more this map really does look like Turtle Rock. And we all know how important the merchant shops are in Turtle Rock, and these camps are actually really easy to take out. Only 2 level 4, a level 3, and a level 2, and you should be able to creep it with your partner without taking any major damage and without losing any real units. Now going back to the game, we have MywifeIsGood building up his barracks. His barracks is going to be a little bit late. I'm going to go in and come see this, and I'm going to go ahead and see that the barracks is going to come in a little bit late. So I'm going to notice that the Blade Master is either going to be trying to harass me, or the Blade Master is going to go ahead and try to creep with his partner. So here comes my militia. Opponent's militia also scouted the base as well. Probably saw the earlier grunt, so we know that it is a mirror match with a cross spawn if you want to be able to find your corresponding race. I'm going to go ahead and rally a footman to this green camp, and going to bring an archmage over there as well. Now, this is my first match or my first 1v1 match or 2v2 match with Orc145626. So it kind of comes off a little bit weird that we're forced to play level 24 players who've had a lot of teamwork, and I find that happening to me a lot. It makes it very, very difficult to get in and raise up my percentage. And if you look at my AT ratings, I usually get paired up with like the top 100, and I don't have a real good partner with my plan yet. Anyways, going back to the game, we had the Blade Master now trying to harass and gonna start to try to press this base, except that Arcane Tower is gonna come up, and when that Arcane Tower comes up, and he does come in a little bit late, he dances around a little bit too long and takes a little bit too long. Meanwhile, we have MywifeIsGood, who's gonna go ahead and pick up that Rune of the Watcher and the Ring of Protection. So very nice items for MywifeIsGood, and he's gonna be able to scout this middle net. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to MywifeIsGood's view real fast. Turn off Fog of War. Now you can see how important that sentry ward is, because it really gives you sight into the main ways to walk in between the bases. Okay, now back to my view and turning off Fog of War. Now we have, I'm still back in the blue. I just got to level 2. Meanwhile, my opponents are still currently at level 1 and level 1 as well. Mountain King about to get to level 2, should get level 2 off of this particular creep camp. Being able to pressure, being able to just do a lot of damage on these units, and being able to get level 2 or getting these Watcher wards very, very well. And we have double circuit nobilities on that Blade Master, so that Blade Master is going to be wind walking and doing a lot of damage. Meanwhile, here my partner wanted to go ahead and creep out this particular creep camp. I pick up Circlet of Nobility, and I'm going to go ahead and give it to my partner, because we all know how Blade Masters love Circlet of Nobilities. I'm going to go ahead and try to pick up that Tome of Intelligence. It looks as though MywifeIsGood wants to pick it up, and then knows he can't get it. Now, here we have our partner thinks that they perhaps had a fast expansion, but we realized, based on the creep size, that they did clear out the merchant shops, and if they cleared out the merchant shops, they wouldn't have had time to clear out this expansion. And meanwhile, I'm currently teching almost tier 2 and halfway. Meanwhile, my partner is already 3/4 of the way. KevinWei is also 3/4 of the way, and MywifeIsGood is also 3/4 of the way. So I'm a little bit behind on my tech here, but I do have an Arcane Vault coming up. I do have farms, and you know, I think we're doing a pretty good job at this point right now. We're trying to go ahead and try to pressure the space, and we're not really trying to win the game here. Now, and my partner is in the back of the base, and we're all of a sudden gonna get pressured from the back. So my partner gonna try to run out, and at this point I know that I'm gonna have to teleport. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try to run into the base, trying to do additional damage. And my partner realizes this now, is now trying to chase units back, and we get a little bit confused on this portion, but we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and teleport back, and that fight really did not go well for us. My partner is Orc, currently sitting at 34 over 40 food. I'm currently sitting at 28 over 42, not doing too well. And I know I'm going to have to do something risky and try something new. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building my Mountain King and pick up my Scroll of Town portal and get some scout towers. Yeah, a typical human trying to go ahead and trying to tower an Orc player. But in this 2v2 matchup, it actually works out pretty well. And the whole entire idea is to constantly put pressure on both bases, and enough pressure that both teams need to be able to be at the locations in order to defend it, even though I'm the only one there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put scout towers right in here. It is nightfall, so I'm trying to guesstimate that the range of sight on that bestiary. I build that scout tower, and luckily it does not wake up those creeps. So I get very lucky here. So I'm building some scout towers. I guess my vision is perfect on how far the scout towers are, because right now there's towers right here, and he does not see them. Okay, now going back to my view, I'm going to go ahead and use this downtime to go ahead and try to creep out this camp, and it's almost going to give me level 3. And my partner is on his way to go ahead and harass human one more time. So what we're trying to do is we're really trying to like split up the armies here. Trying to split up the armies and make sure that that they think that the harass is constantly coming, so that so both players are going to go ahead and try to push down here. My towers are currently being built. I have defend, and I'm going to start taking on this bestiary. And Orc is going to go ahead and try to take down this base. It looks as though the human player is just trying to wait outside, and Orc is going to go ahead and come in with a couple grunts, a Blade Master, and a Shadow Hunter. Level 3 Blade Master, so they do have hero advantage on us. He's going to come in, and all of a sudden he's going to see these towers, and he's going to go, oh crap, the towers are already done. I'm going to go ahead and try to do a bolt, and I really want to get level 3 on my Archmage, so I'm going to do a bolt, try to take down that unit, but unfortunately the guard tower gets the last hit, so I do not get the experience. And if I was Gosu, I would have been able to avoid that a little bit better. Meanwhile, I'm now taking down that bestiary. The bestiary is now taking down some damage, and we are going to have a teleportation from KevinWei shortly, I believe. And I'm going to go ahead and pause the replay here. Stay tuned for part 2 of this replay.